Namaskar and welcome back to my story time. As promised, today we start the series Ramayana and let's begin with the birth of Sri Ram and his childhood. Shall we begin? Once upon a time, long back, there lived King Dashrath in Ayodhya. He had three queens, Kaushalya, Kaikai, and Sumitra. It was a wonderful kingdom and everybody was joyful and happy. Except King Dashrath was worried. He had no children. No matter how much he asked God to help him and bless him with children, nothing seemed to happen until one day there was this divine voice that appeared and said, "A saint is going to come to you with a piece of fruit, and make sure to give that piece of fruit to the queens." And that's exactly what happened. A saint came and offered a piece of fruit and said, "Give this piece of fruit to your queens." And all the three queens devoured the fruit. And guess what? Pretty soon, there were not just one, but 4 children to King Dashrath. Queen Kaushalya gave birth to Lord Ram. Queen Kaikai gave birth to Bharat. And Queen Sumitra gave birth to Lakshman and Shatrughna. Now, all 4 of them were very little. And there's also a song for all of them learning to walk, and Ram, who was the oldest of them, showing their brothers and just being so playful. It's Thumaka Chalata Ramchandra Bajat Pejaniya, meaning his walk had the grace. And as he walked, his anklets made sweet, beautiful sound around the palace. Now, when he was little, he was quite playful. And with all his brothers, sometimes he was stubborn and he decided he wanted something, so that means he wanted something. Aren't all kids kind of like that, right? So, Ram was no different as a child. One day, when he was a little baby, he said he wants the moon. He looked up in the sky and there was this beautiful full moon. And he said, "I want the moon." Now, how can you get the moon? But try telling that to a little baby. He has no idea you can't get the moon. So you know what they did? King Dashrath and the queens, they thought long and hard and they had an idea. They got a large pan filled with water and they brought it out to the balcony where there was a reflection of the moon in that plate with water. And so our Lord Ram, he got to see the moon right there. He hopped in the water, he splashed around, and he thought he got to play with the moon. Maybe you should try it someday at home. Take a large plate or any container, fill it with water, and take it outside and see if you can get the reflection of the moon, maybe on a full moon day, right? And that's how our Prince Ram, he ruled the palace with his 4 brothers. And in the next series, you'll find out what happens when it's time for them to go to school. And their school isn't like the schools we're used to. They're quite different. So stay tuned. And next series, or I should say next episode, we'll find out about Ram Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna going to school. So, hope you enjoyed this and stay with me for our Ramayana series. Namaskar and stay well.